Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and I'm an expat living in Greece. Today I'm going to talk to you about all of the Greece travel restrictions, both to get into Greece and what is in place here within Greece. Now, as expected and as we've all been hoping, yesterday they announced that there would be no more restrictions to get into Greece. So you don't need a PCR test, you don't need to be vaccinated. And while this was already in place, I'll go ahead and mention again, you do not need to fill out a passenger locator form. Come as you are. I know some people will still get tested, but it just eliminates some of that need to get it done within 48 hours or 24 hours, like depending on which one you're getting. And it also allows you to maybe do a less expensive test. So that way you're not having to shell out like $300 because someone messaged me yesterday saying that the cost for a PCR test at the airport in the US was $300, which is insane. Anyway, so that's a big relief, and hopefully that will stay and that we won't have that come back into play later in the year, because they did do that one year, like they lifted some of the restrictions and then they put them back into place, I think when Omicron came back out. So fingers crossed that hopefully COVID is on the way out. What about within Greece? Now there are still some restrictions in place. Now yesterday, and this had been previously announced, the checking of COVID vaccine certificates and PCR tests to get into places such as stores and restaurants has been lifted. So when you come, you're not gonna have to be pulling out your vaccine card or going to get a test every 2 days like you were before. Now, they have said that that will be in place from yesterday till August 31st. That is kind of unusual. They've never really given an end date before, so I'm not sure if that's just because they're a little worried about the fall. They have said they're worried about what will happen when the temperatures start to drop, but the temperatures don't really drop until like October. So I think Greece is just being overly cautious because they've been overly cautious this entire time. I think that if everything stays pretty normal, they're not going to reintroduce that COVID certificate thing again. And also, like, a lot of that has to do with what other EU countries are doing. So it's a good idea to sort of keep an eye out for that. Another reason to subscribe to my channel is because if those restrictions do come back into place, I will come back and start making these videos again. I'm hoping that this is the last restriction video I ever have to make. Now, there is one restriction that is still in place, and that is wearing masks inside. So anytime you go inside here in Greece, you still need to wear a mask. They have said that this restriction will be lifted or may be lifted on June 1st. I keep reading various reports with different languages saying they may lift. Yes, they're definitely going away on June 1st. So I'm just gonna go with it, it's June 1st, so keep that in mind if you're coming. Also, when you come, you need to wear a specific mask on public transportation, so like the bus, the metro. You still need to wear a mask on an airplane, and you still need to wear your mask on a ferry. The masks for the metro and the supermarket need to be an N95, FFP2, or you need to wear 2 masks while you're in those specific places. And you heard me mention wearing a mask on the ferry and the airplane. That is definitely still in place, and I don't see that going away on June 1st either. I think that the ferry and the flights within Greece will still require masks. We will see. If that changes, I will make an update in the community tab. I'm not gonna come on probably and make a video just for that. So if you're coming this summer and you need to know, keep an eye out on that community tab. The other thing I will mention is that a lot of countries, the US included, have lifted mask mandates for flights. However, some airlines are still requiring masks inside the plane. Some airports are still requiring masks. So if you're not taking a direct flight on one of those airlines, you need to check both your airline's policy and any airport that you may be having a layover in, or like here in Athens, you're still gonna need to wear that mask inside. So while it's not a huge pain to wear it, it is kind of a pain to figure out where you're required to wear it. And also, like, you just don't want to like get caught up going, okay, I'm landing in Germany and I need to transfer, I need to find my mask. I think the best advice that I can give you is just have some masks on hand, just in case you need to put one on the plane or in the airport that you're having a layover in. I hope this was helpful, guys. If you have any questions, definitely ask me in the comments below. As of filming, I'm filming on Tuesday. This video comes out on Wednesday. The official travel website for Greece hasn't updated yet. It's very normal, and it may not. I will put a link to it in the description box in case you're looking for confirmation, but so far it hasn't hit there yet. I did put a link in my community tab the other day to the news article where I read this at, so you can go check that out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.